Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Pixelmon on the GatrTime server. I am Atyrum, and I just wanted to update you guys kind of on what's been going around spawn here. I don't think I showed off the house over here in the last episode. I probably kind of wandered by it. This is Scorch Razoric's house, and he's got a nice little simple house going to start things off. I don't think anybody else has really built anything. Leader Grev has claimed an area over that way, and I know Cool Trader Crow has been on the server. I don't know if he started building anything yet or if he was just getting started training his Pokemon up and that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think we have a couple other people who might have been playing on here and there. But yeah, as far as buildings go, I've been doing a little bit of work clearing out some areas. I've started getting rid of all the crop plots that we had around the village, slowly but surely, because we have actually disabled hunger. I actually set the server on peaceful because I figured that won't really affect anything. I mean, there aren't any hostile mobs, so turning it to peaceful doesn't really change anything. It just makes it so we don't have to worry about hunger. But of course, we still do have food in the game. You can still destroy crops and get food items. I guess wheat is actually still kind of semi-useful if you wanted to make it into decorations to build like a barn or something like that. But other than that, all these food items are basically useless, so you could probably just throw them out if you don't want them. So the other thing I've been doing, I've been working on tearing down the Pokemon Center we have right here because it's kind of like a default building, just like the Pokemart, and I wanted to renovate it and make it look a bit nicer, kind of come up with my own design for it in a sense. I'm kind of like looking at some Pokemon Center designs from the actual handheld games. And I'm thinking about I want to do a 2-level one for sure. I want to do multi-level Pokemon Center, and I think 2 levels is probably good. And I do want to build it on this exact spot because the problem with the healing devices in this game, or in this mod, is the fact that if you break them, you do not get to pick them up. It doesn't even matter if you have Silk Touch. I do have a Silk Touch pick now, but even Silk Touch will not pick them up according to the Pixelmon wiki. So I'm not even going to try it. They aren't too expensive to craft. They do require a diamond, but I've been doing a lot of strip mining. Well, and by a lot, I mean I probably strip mine for about 15 minutes. And I got quite a few diamonds. Obviously, I have a couple of diamond pickaxes and a couple of diamonds in here. And that's even without fortune. I don't have any fortune picks at the moment. So I've been running... I'll start a branch because I started a branch mine. I'm not actually going to go down here and show it off. But I just decided to plop it in this house over here. And I don't know if anybody else has really noticed it's here. It's kind of secret, but it's not a secret anymore because I showed it on video. But I'll start like a branch of my branch mine down there. And I'll go like... I don't know, a minute, hit diamonds, and I'm like, oh, sweet, diamonds, that's awesome, and then keep mining, and then hit diamonds again, you know, like a minute or two later, and I'm like, holy cow, like, I found like 5 veins of diamonds so far, and I've only strip mined for like 15 minutes total. It just seems a little ridiculous. I don't know if the mod ups the amount of diamonds you can find, because I know I was definitely looking for lapis when I was going down there, because I wanted to do some more enchanting, as I did set up a full enchanting setup. It's kind of in a weird place right here, because I kind of wanted to put it in the Pokemon Center, because the Pokemon Center's, you know, kind of the center of spawn in a sense, so I kind of plopped it in there, and it's not really that nice looking right there, but we'll probably be moving that at some point. But anyways, today I did want to get started. As you can see, I do have a couple of water types at my team already. I guess I didn't really show off the Pokemon I have in the last episode, and the PC's not in there. Where am I going? I did change up my team a little bit. I'm kind of doing some preemptive working on my eventual gym team. Obviously, for Alligator's going to be the star of my team. Is going to be my ace Pokemon. And I'm kind of toying with the idea of maybe... Oh, hey, there's a VK. I'm kind of toying with the idea of maybe doing a Dragon-type gym instead. I feel like that might be interesting. Because for Alligator is not a dragon, but it learns Dragon Dance, and I don't know. I think that could be a neat thing to do, although I don't know how many Dragon types are in the mod. I think we have all the Pokemon from generations 1 through 3. But I think 4, 5, and 6, I know at least 6 all we have is the starters, and 4 and 5 I think we're kind of limited in what we have. But yeah, let's actually go ahead and hop on one of our flyers. In case you didn't know this, you can actually fly on a Golurk, which I think is pretty neat. Although you kind of are inside of them, but Golurk can actually learn fly in the actual main games, which is kind of interesting. But and I think we're heading in the right direction, right? North, yeah. We'll go say hi to VK. make sure he knows how to get to spawn, although he should. Yeah, this is his first time on. I guess I hadn't whitelisted him before because I think maybe he changed his Minecraft username. But yeah, anyways, he should have spawned somewhere over here. Maybe. But yeah, there is a point to this episode. I'm not just going to ramble on and wander around and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, I have been working on my eventual gym team. And right now, I mean, like I said, I'm thinking maybe doing Dragon, but right now, I'm almost sure I want to do Water. And I mean, we haven't officially opened up signups. And I guess I could always change after the fact as well. Dragon type, like I said, I'm not sure what our options are other than for Alligator. Obviously, we could do pull a Lance and have some non-Dragon type Pokemon. Like, I know Lance in the games has like Aerodactyl and Gyarados and that kind of stuff. Although, to be fair, Gyarados is more Dragon-like than Feraligatr is. But, yeah, and then, like, say Charizard. Charizard is not a Dragon type. Although its Mega Evolution is a Dragon type. By the way, Mega Evolutions were actually added into the most recent version of blah, 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 blah. Mega Evolutions were actually added into the newest version of Pixelmon, and there's VK over there, I think. But we have not updated the server to the newest version yet. I'll have to get on that in a little bit. I think that's Scorch down there. But yeah, I'll have to get on that in a little bit. I know the server host I have does do automatic mod installs, so I'm not sure how long. I'll probably wait a couple more days, and if they haven't added it as an automatic mod install as an update, then I'll just see if I can do it manually, although I haven't messed much with actually, you know, installing mods myself. I mean, I use the Pixelmon launcher, which means you don't have to go through Forge and do all that setup and any of that stuff, so that makes things a whole lot easier, and I definitely recommend if you're going to play Pixelmon to use their launcher. It says it's in beta if you go to the Pixelmon website, but I think it works just fine. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see if I can hunt out a couple more Water-type Pokemon. There's a couple of Pokemon I'd really like to possibly add. And as you can see, I do have a Gyarados on my team now. I did pick up a Magikarp, like a level 16 Magikarp, and leveled it up a couple times to get a Gyarados. Because I wanted to see what Gyarados looked like in this mod and all that kind of stuff. And I was met with a little bit of disappointment, as you'll see when I send this guy out. Let me just go ahead and, yeah, there we go. Send out my Gyarados. And there he is. And as you can see, he's kind of tiny. He's like really tiny. Like, if you look at me sitting on this Gyarados, like, it looks like he shouldn't be able to support my weight. But apparently, Pixelmon has a system where Pokemon are assigned a certain size. And this Gyarados, if we can actually look at it in its stat screen, is let me see where it is. Stats. Growth Pygmy, and I think that's probably the smallest size. So we have a very small Gyarados, but that's okay because not Magikarp. Gyarados is one of the Pokemon that you can actually surf on. So I can actually go ahead and, you know, swim around, and you can actually also go underwater, and you'll actually be able to breathe underwater, and you'll be able to see underwater, which is really nice. Oh, there's a Pikachu over there. What's that up there? Hoot Hoot. Okay, not too big a deal. And you can actually, you know, see underwater, breathe underwater, and see underwater. I already said that. Why am I repeating myself? And all that kind of stuff, which is really neat. And I did want to make sure I had a water type that could swim, so I could go and see if I could find anything in the depths of the ocean. Of course, we're not really near the depths of the ocean. I should probably go ahead and get back on my flyer. Let's get Golurk back out because we're not really finding anything right now. Because this is still, I think this still counts as a, what is it, a forest biome? And I know there's an ocean somewhere. I thought this forest here connected up to the ocean, but I might be wrong. I'm still trying to get a sense of where everything is in the server. What the heck is that? Is that a giant hole? That might just be a ravine. Yeah, that's a ravine down there. Okay. But yeah, there's got to be, there's an ocean somewhere. I just don't quite remember where it is. This looks like it opens up, but I feel like this is where we just came from. I feel like this is direction of spawn. But yeah, there's not a whole lot in like the lakes and rivers. I know I see a lot of Whiscash, but Whiscash is kind of not that great stats-wise. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But it, ooh, somebody's got a setup over here. I wonder whose this is. I don't remember seeing that before. I don't see a name either. Just someone's berry farm. It looks like they're farming up berries for, or not berries, apricorns for Ultra Balls, that's what the yellow and the black ones are for. Red is for Pokeballs. White, I don't know what you use white for. Premier Balls, maybe? Yeah, so somebody's sitting up there. I'd say probably Scorch, because Scorch's house is right here, but I can't be sure. So anyways, I think it's actually, might be this direction. I guess I'm kind of giving you a tour of the area around spawn, in which there is not much. That is Leader Grab's little claimed location. I don't think he's built anything there yet, so we won't really show that off. So yeah, let's head over this way. And like I was saying, in terms of Whiscash, it's a water and ground type. And there's actually a different water and ground type I do want to add to my gym team, assuming I am going with water type. And that would be Swampert, because Swampert is actually another one of my favorite Pokemon, next to Feraligatr. Maybe not quite as high on my list as Feraligatr, and I think this might be the ocean I was thinking of. Maybe not quite as high on my list as Feraligatr, but I do really like Swampert as well, and it's a very solid Pokemon. And it would kind of help cover one of my weaknesses, which would be the electric type, since I am going to be running... Oh, I guess we're not quite in the water. Since I am going to be running a water type gym, obviously we have to, cover our weaknesses, and I feel like... can we move? There we go. I feel like having a partial ground type would help cover the electric weakness, and having Gyarados also kind of covers the grass type weakness, although he doesn't quite resist it. He just is neutral to it, which is nice. And I think maybe we might try and find a Lantern. I think Lantern is a Pokemon that could help resist grass types as well. Tentacruel is another option, although Tentacruel is kind of a common Pokemon, so I don't know if I really want to do that. Ooh, there's a Sharpedo over there. Let's see if we can pull out our Noctowl. Can we enter into a battle with it underwater? What level is it first? 39, that's a good level. Okay, throw a Pokeball. Nope, missed. Are we going to be able to do this underwater? Like, I mean, they wouldn't put Pokemon underwater if you weren't able to actually, catch them. Okay, come on. How do I do this? I know you can battle Pokemon while you're actually on riding a Pokemon. Okay, that was close. We just need to hit him with it. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Almost drowned there. Oh, and now we're all the way down at the bottom of the ocean. How do we go up? Up a little ways. Alright. Let's try and chase down that Sharpedo again. If you have any suggestions on how to better go after Pokemon underwater, be sure to leave them in the comments below, because obviously this is not the most efficient method here. And I'm kind of throwing my poor Noctowl out in the middle of the ocean. Oh, there we go. I think we engaged it. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's go ahead and... We're not going to drown here, are we? Okay, let's go for an Echoed Voice. Because we can't affect it with Confusion, because it is a part... It's part Dark type, so let's go for Hypnosis, put it to sleep, even though Hypnosis is Psychic type too. And let's go for... Well, I think Echoed Voice only does double damage if you use it twice in a row. There we go, that's perfect. And, okay, back up there. And let's go for an Ultra Ball. It is an evolved Pokemon, so it might have a little bit of more of a difficult catch rate. And this should catch it, I think. Waiting. You captured Sharpedo, yay! So that's another potential water type for our gym. Oh, we're drowning. That's not good. Okay, so maybe we need to figure out a way to make water breathing potions. I mean, obviously you can breathe underwater with your water type Pokemon, your water type you can ride on, but the problem is that it seems like if you get off them, you immediately start taking drowning damage. And also there's the fact that... Ooh, we're kind of flying up there. Ooh. There's also the fact that if you enter a battle, immediately after battle you seem to be thrown off your Pokemon, so that's kind of irritating. Alright, I mostly just kind of want to look around, because I haven't really spent much time swimming around in the water. Oh, dang it. I haven't spent a whole bunch of time swimming around underwater, so I kind of want to get a sense for what kind of Pokemon are around here. Golding seems more like a kind of Pokemon you see in a lake, though. I'm kind of surprised it's in the ocean out here. I see another Sharpedo out there, so it looks like Sharpedos, Magikarps, and Tentacools. Obviously, of course, Tentacools are pretty common because what kind of ocean are we in anyways? This is a deep ocean, right? Yeah. Obviously, tentacles are pretty common because they are very common in the actual games in the ocean. Yeah, and I'm kind of hoping... One Pokemon I really want to find is a Whalmer or a Wailord. Just because Wailord is so big, I think it'd be funny to send one out. Here's some Staryu. Staryu is an interesting one. Not sure if I want to catch one, though. Yeah, I'm kind of on the lookout for Pokemon that could help with my Grass-type weakness. Because right now I can't really think of anything that would help cover that off the top of my head. Any type of... Well, I mean, I guess no water type is really going to actually resist grass. Are there any water types that have an ability like Sap Sipper or something like that? I feel like there might be one, though, although I can't think of it off the top of my head. What's that? Oh, that's a Corsola. Corsola is pretty cool. I actually have a shiny Corsola in Pokemon X. I think that's where I caught it. And it's blue, which actually looks pretty cool. It's just too bad that Corsola is a completely useless Pokemon. And speaking of useless, there's a Luvdisc. Luvdisc is actually one of the best Pokemon in the game, if you did not know that. I don't want to catch one because I don't want to be too overpowered here. Because honestly, if anybody tried to take on my gym and I had a Luvdisc, it would just be unfair, honestly. And there's a couple Tentacruel. For a second, it looked like that was a Pokemon that had like 4 legs, and it was swimming around the ocean, but obviously it's not. I wonder if there's any other biomes that water Pokemon might spawn in. Swamps may... Ooh, there's a Whalmer... Blah, blah, blah. There's a Whalmer over there. There's a Mantine over there. Mantine is another water flying type, so that could also possibly help with our water weakness. Or not our grass weakness. So let's go ahead and drop out of here. See if we can get to the ground fast enough. I hope we don't die. And do that. And get that back. And where did that Whalmer go? Whalmer! I wanted to get off my Pokemon to engage in battle with it, but that seems to not be a good option here. Oop, and we're flying up in the air again. Okay, so let's try and find that Whalmer again, because I kind of do want to catch that. More Mantine over there. So I wonder if Whalmer's not a very common Pokemon, because that was the first one I've seen so far. I don't know where it went. Okay, so we might have to do that off camera. One Pokemon I've been seeing, I've actually seen a couple times. What is that down there? Ooh, that's a Seadra. That's pretty interesting. Kingdra could be an interesting Pokemon to use for the gym. Oh, he just flew up there. There's 2 of them, actually. One Pokemon I've seen a couple times. There are actually legendaries in this game. Is that a swamp up there? There are actually legendaries in this game, and they spawn kind of at random. And you'll get like a little message in the text in the message box down there, and it'll say, "Oh, legendary has spawned in such and such biome." And twice now I've gotten a legendary has spawned in an ocean or a deep ocean biome, and I'm like, "Ooh, neat!" And oh, like right there, gee. And look at that, it's the exact same Pokemon I've seen twice before. It's a Latios, sorry. Wow. Imagine that. Imagine the second I start talking about it. It shows up. But yeah, that's happened twice before. So this is the 3rd time that's happened where, ooh, Lapras. I like Lapras. That might be a good option. But yeah, that's the 3rd time that's happened where I've got a legendary spawning in an ocean biome. And I'm pretty sure, let's go ahead and hop on Noctowl, because it's a little bit easier to see over Noctowl. I'm pretty sure it's going to be at like level 70, which is a little too high. Yeah, level 70, we can't really take that on, and I don't think I have enough Ultra Balls to try and catch it, because it does have a fairly difficult catch rate. So we're not going to bother with it right now, but the fact that it keeps showing up, I don't know, like I feel like one of these days I'm probably going to go after it. And I guess if I could start a Dragon-type gym and use that there, I suppose. That would be pretty interesting. Here's a Lapras. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that Lapras. Is Noctowl really a good choice, though? Because it might have some Ice-type moves. Guess we just got to see. Let's try and put it to sleep right off the bat. There we go. Perfect. Go for a Confusion. That did, like, nothing. Okay, Echoed Voice. Okay, so we can actually go for a second Echoed Voice. If you don't know, Echoed Voice does, I think, double damage if you use it twice in a row. And it's already raining, so I don't know. And there we go. So that's a good amount of health, I think. So let's go ahead and go for Hypnosis, put it back to sleep. And then we could try throw a couple Ultra Balls. But yeah, Echoed Voice does double damage the second time you use it. So you do got to be careful if you're using it to try and catch a Pokemon. And let's go ahead and throw an Ultra Ball. It looks like another Lapras came in to visit us. But yeah, so you can catch that Lapras. Lapras would be a nice addition for a gym as well. And it is another Pokemon that you can go ahead and ride on as well. And it is a very nice one to be able to ride on because, I don't know, it's Lapras. You know, like in the classic Pokemon anime, you know, Ash was always riding around on his Lapras in the ocean. Like in the Orange Island saga and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I think that could be a neat Pokemon to ride around on. Ooh, and it's a Slowbro. I'm definitely glad I came out here and started looking for some good Water-type Pokemon. So that one's... Oh, but they're fighting each other. Okay, I guess we'll wait for that to finish up. Because you cannot actually enter in a battle with a Pokemon that's already in a battle. Oh, and a Legendary spawned in a Flower Force. Oh, we're getting all the Legendaries today. That's probably over here. I feel like they keep spawning by me, too. Although, I think one time a Legendary spawned by somebody else. But most of the time, they seem to spawn right by me. I don't know if that has to do with the fact that I'm the admin on the server. I hope not. But we do have a Flower Force over here, so there might be... whatever it is it in the sky? I mean, we're probably not going to be able to catch it, but I'm just kind of curious what Pokemon it is. Because this is the only Flower Forest that I know of. There it is. It's a legendary... is that Silcoon or a Cascoon? No, I'm just kidding. I think from looking at the wiki, I'm pretty sure Rayquaza is one of the Pokemon that can spawn in a Flower Forest. Or did it say Flower Forest? Is this a Flower Forest? Hang on. Let me pull up my F3. Or is this like Flower Plains? No, this is a Flower Forest, so it should be here because this is the only Flower Forest I know of. If we can just figure out where the heck this thing is. If it is... I mean, I kind of want to make an attempt at catching a Legendary because I haven't tried yet. I don't know if I'd want to use a Legendary because it does feel kind of cheaty. It kind of depends on what it is. Obviously, something like a Rayquaza would be a no-go, because it's a little too powerful. Oops, didn't mean to throw you down there, Noctowl. Sorry about that. Something like a Rayquaza or a Mewtwo would be way too powerful, but if it's like something like, I don't know, like a Suicune, like that doesn't have stats that are really much higher than, say, like a fully evolved starter, so I don't have as much of a problem with using one of those. If I actually found whatever this Legendary is. I don't see anything. Although I'm probably, you know, if I don't find this thing, I bet you somebody's gonna post in the comments and be like, "Hey, you missed it. It was right there in your line of sight." And I'm gonna be like, "Oh, really?" And it's gonna be like a Pokemon that I really like too. I mean, I don't know what Legendaries I really like. I don't think I'd really count any Legendaries among my favorites, but there are some pretty cool ones. And I don't think you get a notice when a Legendary despawns, but I don't think they should despawn that quick. And of course, I could be completely barking up the wrong tree right here. This could not even be a Legendary over here. I guess you don't really know. There's more to the Flower Forest over here, but I haven't seen anything. I mean, a Legendary would be pretty big, too, you'd think. Unless it's something like, I don't know, like an Uxie or a Mesprit, like one of those little Pixie Pokemon from Gen 4. I don't know if those are in the games or not, though, but something like that would be pretty small. Or like a Mew. I don't know if Mews spawn out in the wild, or if that's something you have to trigger some kind of event to do. I know Mewtwo you can only get by using Mew in some way with a cloning device machine, but yeah, I don't know about Mew if Mew spawns out in the wild. There's something. Oh, that's just a thing. I'm still not seeing anything. I suppose I should show off one other thing. There are certain Pokemon that you can also ride on land. Interestingly enough, Feraligatr is not really a Pokemon you can ride in the water. He's actually more of a land-based Pokemon, so you can ride him kind of like you would a horse in default Minecraft. So I guess this episode has kind of been me showing off all the various modes of transportation in the game. Obviously, I showed off, you know, being able to surf and fly and I guess just ride around. So I guess that's kind of been the point. Other than, you know, me looking for Pokemon for my potential water-type gym or dragon, depending on what I decide. Obviously, most of the Pokemon I caught already would be better suited for water-type. And yeah, I'm still not seeing whatever this Legendary is. Okay, that was just my own Feraligatr talking. By the way, these police officers look really weird. They look like they have like a skeleton face, which is kind of weird, but... Yeah, it's possible there's another Flower Forest. I'm pretty sure when you get that Legendary has spawned in a nearby biome thing. There it is. I just spotted it. It's a Celebi. Level 70. Do we want to try it? Do we want to try it? I don't think Celebi is very good offensively, so we might be able to give it a shot. I kind of doubt we'll be able to catch it, because it is a Celebi and it has a ridiculous catch rate. Ancient Power is a knockout on me. Okay, this probably isn't going to go very well. Let's try Heavy Slam. Natural Gift, okay. That did nothing. I guess that's to be expected. Heal Block. Yeah, I'll try and knock down his HP. We lost our... Oh, and it boosted its stats. That's kind of annoying. We lost our Sleeper. I don't think we have anything else to inflict a status with. So we're just going to have to knock it down in HP a little bit. Although Ancient Power is limited in the number of... the amount of PP it has. So, we may be able to stall it out. Although, I only have a handful of Pokeball or Ultra Balls. So after that point, we may be out of luck. I guess we're going to send in Raichu. Try a Quick Attack. That did, like, nothing. Okay. Let's try Thunderbolt. Maybe we could paralyze it with Thunderbolt. That would be helpful. Keep throwing them at it. Oh, it's got Recover. Oh, okay. We're probably not going to be able to catch this thing. Yeah, it's going to keep healing up. I'm going to throw a couple Ultra Balls just to try it. It's probably not going to work. It's probably not going to work. Yep, that's what I thought. I mean, we could at the very least try and keep Thunderbolting it to get the Paralysis. I don't think it can hit us with any damaging moves, so if we get the Paralysis off, that might give us a bit of an edge. Oh, but that was its last... Oh, gee, but we don't have... I don't think we have any other status moves, though. We go for a Crunch, that's super effective. Get a little bit more damage off on it. Oh, that did, like, nothing, though. Yeah, it is level 70, which is almost twice our level, so... Yeah, it's going to keep using Recover, though. We could try and stall it out, maybe. But that would take a while. I don't know if it's really worth it. I mean, I don't know if I'd use a Celebi at all. Yeah, it's got like 20 PP and Recover, I think. Let's use up the last two of our Ultra Balls just for the heck of it. And if we don't catch it, I'm just going to run away if I can. I don't know if I can run away, though. No way! No way! Oh, that was... Oh, I did not expect to catch that. I did not expect to catch that. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so on that note, I think we're going to end the episode off because that's amazing. In the next episode, well, I got to find my way back to spawn now. But in the next episode, I'll be sure to show off its stats and what nature I got on it. Oh, that's awesome, though. I did not expect throwing random Ultra Balls while it was still at full health to do anything. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you're looking forward to the next one. I've been Atyrum, and this has been a lot of fun. And yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.